Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Get Pitched, sponsored by Trellus AI, the show where SDRs pitch mystery prospects and win prizes. I'm your host, Dom Guardi. For those of you watching for the first time, the game is super simple. We have 3 brave SDRs and 1 mystery prospect. Each SDR will take a stab at cold calling our mystery prospect and pitching their solution. The only catch is they only have 1 minute flat to book a meeting or get hung up on. During that minute, our prospect is free to give any objections they desire, ask questions, and put our prospects to the test. After each pitch, our mystery prospect and I will break down their calls and provide some feedback. And once all 3 have gone, we'll crown a winner and give them some killer prizes to take home. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's meet our lucky cold callers for today. I'd like to welcome Emily, Finn, and Francesca. Guys, pleasure to have you on the show today. Why don't each of you just give our audience, a brief introduction of yourselves, where you're calling in from today.
Sure, I can go. Hi guys, I'm Emily. I work at Sourcewell. I've been an SDR here for almost exactly a year now. Really enjoying it, and it's pretty late in the evening for me. I'm calling in from London.
Awesome. Finn, how about yourself?
Yeah, I'm calling in from Colorado Springs, Colorado. I just started with a company called Lease Query, and I'll actually be making my first actual cold call tomorrow. So this is a nice little trial by fire.
It's going to be awesome. You're going to get some practice in.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Francesca. I work at a company called Coldblitz. I've been there for only 2 months, and I have no previous experience on this. But yeah, I hope this goes well. And I'm calling from Athens, Greece, actually. So it's late for me as well.
We are all over the map today, so I guess all over the globe.
Yeah,
it's going to be a fun one. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for introducing yourselves and welcome again onto the show. I'm really excited to have all you on here. Now it's time to meet our mystery prospect. He's a business development assassin. He's been leading teams to new heights and mentoring reps for the past 10 years. I'd like everyone to give a warm welcome to Chris Ciccone.
Thank you so much, Dom. I'm going to come on shows like this more often if you're going to say such nice things about me. Jeez.
All day, every day. Don't worry. Hopefully I didn't mispronounce your name there.
No, you nailed it. You nailed it. I'm
impressed. Perfect. I was actually quite scared of that, but hopefully we all went well then.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, yeah, Chris, question for you. Are you ready to get pitched?
Let's go.
Great. So first off, we're going to have to spin the Wheel of Destiny to pick our first cold caller today. We got our wheel up. Let's give it a quick spin. And it looks like we're going to have Emily up first. Congratulations, Emily.
Thanks. I just go first, get it out the way.
Let's do it. Awesome. So Emily, pretty much you're going to get a 5-second countdown. Once those 5 seconds are up, you'll be thrown into a live conversation with Chris. From there, you have 1 minute to book a meeting with Chris or get hung up on. Are you ready?
Well, you did just call him the assassin, but yeah, sure, I'm ready.
And Emily, don't be nervous. I work in staffing for like 10 years, so I'll know all the ins and outs and be able to shut you down real good. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, guys. Countdown starting now.
Chris, hi, it's Emily from Sourcewell. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. Emily, was it?
Yes, hi, Emily from Sourcewell. Look, Chris, we haven't actually spoken before if you're trying to think where you've heard my voice, but have you got 30 seconds?
I guess.
Cool, perfect. Look, Chris, I chose to give you a call because I keep hearing from other directors that actually getting in touch to book meetings with candidates and clients is getting harder and just more time consuming. I mean, is that similar for you? Am I just way off the mark there?
I mean, it's definitely becoming more and more challenging as time goes on. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm just hearing the same thing. I mean, is that more on the client side for you or more on the candidates?
More on the client side for us, really.
Okay. And what kind of impacts that having?
Well, I mean, it kind of slows everything down, right? It just jams up the business.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's exactly why we're helping out recruiters right now. I mean, I'd probably use like my 30 seconds there, Chris, but if you think it's worth having, oh no. Almost. Give me 3 more seconds.
That was awesome, though. You did a great job, honestly. How did it feel?
Thank you. Yeah, good. It's you just naturally want to do more disco and you just want to dig and dig, right? But you just got to suddenly ask for the meeting when it gets to that like 6 seconds left. So yeah.
Yeah. Chris, what did you think? Any feedback you have on the opener, tonality, anything like that?
Yeah, I think the tonality was really great. Very personable, very casual. I really like that style personally. Your intro and like opener was very similar to that as well, right? You want to be like, oh yeah, you don't know who I am. That's cool. Let kind of take 30 seconds. I think the thing you run into when you realize it in a show like this, where you've got 1 minute to pitch, is that opener takes a lot of your time. So you're saying like, hey, do you have 30 seconds? And by that time, you've already taken 30 seconds of mine. So I don't know. I'm like on the fence about permission-based openers, because you make so many calls, right? And you get a hold of so few people that you're just giving them an extra out to shut you down. And so I typically avoid them. Personal thing. If it's working for you, keep rocking it. But I think you did a really, really nice job. Just like you said, it's about getting there. So the second you get a nibble, just go for it. And if they're going to say no to a meeting, let them shut you down. Ask why, clarify, and use that to continue your discovery to try and kind of get to that next ask in the next meeting.
Okay, thanks, that's handy. Thank you.
I love that feedback. Well, one thing I will add is, Emily, you seemed like really confident there as well, right? And so, I mean, I agree with Chris. Like a permission-based opener, it's really up to the rep on if they feel confident enough using it or not. I feel like you did a really good job with it. Obviously, Chris, feel free to play devil's advocate here, but I feel like those permission-based openers are great for reps who really can actually take advantage of them. And the reps who like maybe struggle or stutter a little bit with them, just don't do it, right? Do what feels comfortable to you.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Dom. I think that's the biggest thing. It's about how you deliver it. If you're delivering it with confidence and you make me feel like that 30 seconds will actually be valuable to me, then you can probably do it. If it's one of those, like, I'm almost begging for 30 seconds because the last 8 people shut me down, that's when it starts to get awkward. And you're like, well, no, why do I want to talk to you again? But yeah, to Dom's point, Emily, I think you did a really nice job in your delivery of it. And like I said, it was very smooth. Up to you how you want to proceed with that. It just took up, it ate up a lot of your minute to just kind of get into the call.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, we have one down. We still got 2 more to go. So let's get back to the wheel, give it a spin. Let's see who's our next victim. I mean, SDR. All right, let's give this thing a spin. My money's on Finn.
Value.
And we have Francesca. Congratulations. You are up next. Awesome. So you probably know the rules by now. You'll get a 5-second timer. Once those 5 seconds are up, you'll be thrown into a live conversation with Chris. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Hey, Chris, this is Francesca over at Call Blitz. I appreciate you weren't expecting my call, but could I ask you 2 quick questions to make sure this is relevant?
Sure.
Great. So right off the bat, I was wondering if you have a remote or a hybrid team of cold callers going outbound.
Yeah, the fully remote.
Oh, right. Okay. And what do you do in terms of call coaching? Do you listen to call recordings or do you do something else?
Yeah, mainly call recordings.
Oh, yeah, I see. I know that can be tricky sometimes to give feedbacks to reps long after the call. Have you ever tried calling together like in Zoom or Teams?
We tried in Zoom, but it's pretty awful. We don't like it very much.
Yeah, the technology is not the best for cold calling. So the reason for my call is because we're a remote sales floor, basically Zoom for cold calling that tackles the
Nice job.
that was a great job. Great attempt. How did it feel?
I'm nervous. Like still, my heart is racing.
It's a nice challenge, right? I mean, some prospects are going to give you the time of day, and other ones are going to hang up on you, right? So it's it's different that you're actually seeing your prospect live, right, face to face right now.
Makes it so much scarier, yeah.
Like,
Chris,
I think I'm not that scary a guy. I mean, I don't know.
I think it's the beard. The beard gets me.
But no, Francesca, awesome job. Honestly, I think you ran short by 10 seconds to get that message out, but I think you could have converted that meeting. I appreciate you asked the question to just like say, hey, is this relevant to you? You asked the question, got me talking, and I think that's perfect. You're also in, I see this as an advantage, and I can be completely wrong, so please correct me. But when you're selling to people who manage the person or the type of job you are doing, you can sometimes get a little bit more conversation out of them. I mean, you do read stories all over LinkedIn about sales leaders just like telling BDRs to F off, but I think for the most part, they're a little bit more open to having the conversation. So if you can get that foot in the door, you can start to have a little bit of a better chat.
Yeah, definitely. That has helped me in the past, and people are more empathetic towards me.
Totally. But I think you asked very relevant questions. I could tell what direction your conversation, like your talk track was going. And I kind of knew where you were going, even though you ran out of time. And I feel like that was the right direction. So you're on the right path there.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the feedback.
Awesome. Well, last but certainly not least, we don't got to spin the wheel this time. We have Finn Featherstone. Finn, you know the game by now. Are you ready?
Yeah, all set.
Awesome. All right, let's get started.
Hi, Chris. It's Finn with Lee's Query. How you been?
Good, Finn. Yourself?
Right on. I've been doing well. Look, I know you weren't expecting my call, but the reason I'm reaching out is because I've been working with controllers at companies in your industry that have been managing more than 15 leases. Typically, they've been taking on their ASC 842 compliance manually in Excel, which, just takes hours and hours to pull off. Does that sound familiar to you at all?
Yeah. We do everything in Excel.
Yeah, absolutely. It can be a bit of a slog, but you guys are definitely used to it. But
Yep.
Yeah, well, anyway, using our software, the companies I mentioned now are only spending a few minutes to enter and modify their leases, and their reporting is generated automatically. Would it make sense to see if this could help out your team a little bit?
I don't know. We've been doing it in Excel forever, and we're just kind of comfortable with it at this point. I don't know if it's worth a change.
Yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a tricky thing to address. But what I will say is that did I run out of time? Dang.
Nice job.
You did a great job.
That goes quick.
Honestly, especially for your first cold call, right?
Yeah.
That was awesome. Chris, what did you think?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Finn, if you're just jumping on the phones tomorrow, essentially, I think you're in a good spot. Very nice flow. Again, I could see what direction your conversation was going. I think the one thing to keep in mind is be ready to ask another question instead of just jumping into kind of, again, more of like what we do. So you asked you had a really nice opener. I personally love the "how have you been?" because it's just different than "how are you?" How are you? Everybody's mentally programmed to be like, "Fine, I'm fine, everything's fine." So "how have you been?" is a nice, just a little bit of a change up there. I like that. And then you got into what you do. Great. Ask me if that's a reality. Yeah, we use Excel. Perfect. And then you said, "Oh, that can be a slog." Why don't you ask me? Right? I didn't validate a full piece you said in your opener where it's a question of, "Oh, they do it in Excel and it's very time consuming." I said, "Yes, we do it in Excel." "Oh, great. Are you finding it time consuming?" "Oh, yeah, it sucks." Right?
Yeah, almost let them roll in that pain a little bit.
Totally.
Yeah.
Ask the question, validate. And something I've always been a proponent of in sales, like ask the question, even if you know the answer. Who cares? Get them to say it out loud. Big difference if you're telling them what their pain is and if they're telling you what their pain is, even if you're going to both say the same thing.
Right on.
Yeah, having it come from the prospect's mouth means a lot more, right, than you saying it. I do want to say, though, I mean, for somebody who is not cold called yet and you're going on the phones tomorrow, you're going to kill it. Honestly, Finn, you're a rock star. I could already tell. Same thing Chris said, dig more into pain. You'll be right there.
Right on.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, now comes the best part. Chris, I'd be doing a disservice to our reps if I didn't let you pick our winner for today. But you've received 3 wonderful cold calls. Who's going to take home the crown?
Ooh, picking a winner. I didn't realize I'd have to do this. There's a lot of pressure now. I'm going with Francesca just because I think that with that extra 10 seconds, like you would have got the meeting. I think both Finn and Emily could have gotten there, but probably needed another like minute of my time. Francesca, you were like 10 seconds off. So giving Francesca the title for this one.
Thank you so much. That's amazing. I did not expect that.
Congratulations, Francesca.
Congrats.
Honestly, all you guys did a wonderful job. And Francesca, you're going to be taking home a $50 Amazon gift card, which will be awesome for you.
Amazing.
And
thank you so much.
of course, Finn, Emily, you guys both did a killer job today. I haven't said it enough. So you won't be leaving empty-handed. I'll be sending you guys home with some sweet Trellus swag along the way. So you guys will both be getting that in the mail pretty soon.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Thanks, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, it's been a pleasure. Absolute blast here. Thank you all, for coming here today, showing off your skills. Thank you for the audience for watching. The fun's not over yet, though. Chris and I are going to be doing a quick debrief and a quick interview to discuss his top strategies for BDR and SDR leadership in 2024 and hear his story. So make sure to click on that video below to check that out. Bye, everybody.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Nice seeing you
Bye-bye.
guys. Hey, if you enjoyed this episode and want to hop on to pitch our next mystery prospect, feel free to direct message me. And if you haven't checked out what we're doing here at Trellus yet, link below.